Hi everybody, I'm Rick Cole and this is Lunch with the Cardinals for Tuesday, the 21st of February 2012, and it's sponsored by Hillcrest Thrift Store in Liberty. Don't forget, on Thursday it's now 20% off for William Jewell College students with ID at Hillcrest Thrift Store on Mill Street in Liberty. Well, the weekend, let's continue to talk about that a little bit and visit with Paul Worstel. Women's tennis is off to a good start, as good a start as the men had last weekend. The women had an equally good start with a sweep in Nebraska. And Coach Worstel talks about their Nebraska trip last weekend.
Well, this weekend we opened up our 2012 spring season up in Lincoln, Nebraska. Our first match we played Nebraska Wesleyan, who were NAI and national tournament qualifiers last spring. Played very well in that match. We won the match 7-2. Very good doubles play. We lost at number 2 doubles, and then we lost at number 4 singles, but very competitive in the doubles match. Then turned around and played Bethel College, who, along with Nebraska Wesleyan, were NAI national qualifiers last year as a team, and they are currently ranked number 27th in the NAI preseason national rankings, and we beat them 9-0. So it was a very, very impressive win. I would say had a lot of tremendous individual performances this weekend, but in particular, very impressed with Carly Bessesi. She's a junior. She had to bump up and play number 2 for us in singles, and probably played the best tennis I've ever seen her play here at Jewell.
Dustin Combs and the softball team was in action last weekend. They went down to Oklahoma, split 2 games on Friday, and then were rained out, really weathered out on Saturday, but they did get 2 games in. They lost their opener, but won their second game, and Dustin talks about the trip.
Game 1, we played Southwest Oklahoma State on their field, and we got off to a great start. 3-run first inning. Lexi Rosmus came up with a 3-run home run, and we were swinging the bat really well. In fact, through the first 3 innings, we were hitting it right at him. I had, we were staying with our approach, and felt like it'd start clicking again, and it just never did. Gave up single runs, I think, in the 4th and the 5th, and then one in the 6th, and then they beat us in the bottom of the 7th. And so, we got off to a hot start. We just quit scoring, and didn't pitch poorly at all. Gave up 2 unearned runs that were really the difference in the game. And it was good competition. Southwest is a good club, and I was real happy with the way we bounced back. Game 2 against Northwest Missouri State, came out again. Pitched it really well. Maria struck out 10. Made 1 mistake in the first inning. Gave up a 3-run home run. Only mistake she probably made all day. And from there, we went on to outscore them 12-2. Had really good offensive production from Rachel Hayden. Had a 2-run home run and a 2-run double. Faye Song came up in back-to-back at bats and drove in runs at the top of the lineup, and in clutch situations, both with 2 outs. One was the go-ahead run when we took the lead, and Amanda Storm had a 2-run home run later in the game. And really, singling a few outs, it's probably unfair. We played really well. It was a great team effort. I was really proud of the way we came back, and we showed that we definitely have offensive production to go along with the pitching staff.
Finally, let's look forward just a little bit. Thursday, it's the Cardinal Sports Lunch at the Landing in Liberty. 11:30 for lunch. The coaches will start speaking around noon at the Landing in Liberty for the Cardinal Sports Lunch on Thursday. Thursday night basketball. Rockhurst comes in. The final regular season game of the year. The Cardinals will start at 5:30 with the women's game, the men at 7:45. If you can't make it to the Mabee Center, we will have the live video for you starting at 5:10 with the women's broadcast. Speaking of basketball, basketball wraps up their season by going to Las Vegas and playing twice in Vegas on Saturday and Sunday. Jill Kress talks a little bit about the basketball trip.
Actually, we scheduled the Vegas trip when we knew we went to NCAA Division II, and we knew that there was going to be 1 year that we couldn't play in postseason play. Both Coach Holly and I talked about it, and one of the things, our seniors, when we went to Division II, when they first came in here, that wasn't really a thought. And both men's and women's basketball have been able to play in postseason play historically, and so we wanted to do something special for our seniors, so something that they're playing for also at the end of the year. And, so we talked about it in Las Vegas. There's quite a few other teams that are in the same boat that we are, and so we called around, and we have Minot State who actually has to sit out 2 years now going to Division II. Sioux Falls College has to sit out 2 years also, and then we have McKendree. And so all 4 of us men's and women's teams are going to go out to Las Vegas and play. Leave Friday morning at 4:30 in the morning. We'll play Saturday at 1 and 3, Sunday at 1 and 3. Have a banquet Monday morning, and then come back Monday evening. So it's something we're all looking forward to. I know the kids are looking forward to it.
And that's it for Lunch with the Cardinals for Tuesday, the 21st of February 2012. Remember the Cardinal Sports Lunch on Thursday at 11:30, noon for the speakers at the Landing, and home basketball on Thursday night. See you tomorrow with more Lunch with the Cardinals.